Hi there everyone, Helena here. Now, if like me, you're a huge fan of Eurovision, you would have been glued to your TV screens on Saturday night and seen the incredible nail looks that presented themselves amongst all the glamorous costumes and the fun performances. One thing that really stood out were the amazing inventive nail styles. Now we saw on Finland's second place entry lime green short nails. We saw red stilettos for France, and our very own Emily Ferguson from Dali Artistic Nails created the sparklers for our UK entrant May Muller. Now it was Swedish singer Loreen who took the top spot, and nails were given quite the show on Saturday evening, and they have dominated the press and social media, and we are very privileged to be talking to Danielle Lundgren, who is the nail artist behind those sensational nails. Now, if you have any questions for her that aren't answered in this live, please do pop them in the comments box below, and she's going to tell us all about those incredible nails that we've seen everywhere on social media. So I'm going to add her in now. And she'll soon be joining us. Bear with. There you are. Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so nervous. I've never done this before.
Oh, well, welcome. So it will just be a lovely chat because we are desperate to find out more about you and the amazing nails that you created for Loreen's performance. But how have the last 48 hours been for you?
I don't know what to say. I got a lot of love from people. I wasn't expecting it to be like so hyped up. Obviously it's Loreen, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of overwhelmed, to be honest.
Have you seen your social media following skyrocket a little bit?
And I like it, but I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, I need to answer everyone because everyone is so cute and nice to me. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up.
Oh, amazing. So tell us, how did the opportunity come about for you to create Loreen's nails for Eurovision?
So I work with a lot of Swedish artists. Also my background, I'm a dancer, a professional dancer, so I have a lot of connections in the industry. So I did nails for other Swedish artists, and so one of her makeup artists contacted me and asked if I could do nails for her photo shoot. So I was like, yes, let's go. And after that, she was like, well, I'm gonna compete in Melodifestivalen. So do you want to do the nails? And I'm like, yes, I will. So yeah, it was through her makeup artist.
Wow, amazing. And okay, you've got to be honest, because I think Eurovision can be love-hate. Were you a fan of Eurovision before this year?
I was. I've always watched it. I mean, like, Sweden is very competitive when it comes to this competition. So, and I have performed in Melodifestivalen before. And I've also worked as a stylist for the show. So, I mean, it came naturally to be like, okay, let's go into nails and do something special. But I've never gone to like a Eurovision contest before. So I was not expecting it to be like this big.
Yeah. And when it comes down to the nails, they were so prominent throughout her entire performance. And then obviously when she won, prominent again, but every close-up you saw nails, 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 and it was amazing. So tell us, what was the concept behind the nails and how did you create them?
So when I met with Loreen, she was like, she sent me a mood board, and it was like this desert and this smoky quartz I don't know the term, if you say crystal or stone, correct me if I'm wrong. So she was like, this is the colors. I want it to be organic, almost like dirty. And I was thinking like, oh, but we still want them to like sparkle a little bit. We want them to look like stones or whatever you can like find in nature. So I really just bought this smoky quartz, took it apart with a hammer, and then I put it on there. So every set is kind of different. So the first competition for Melodifestivalen, the nails were kind of like shorter and more pointy, and there was a lot of crystals on there, almost like a cluster. It became like a tiny bit of problem when she was performing.
Right.
So for the finals in Sweden, I had to like remake them and make them a little bit like more softer so she could like really move and be confident on stage. Yeah. And so but she liked it. I was just like creating on my way. I was like putting everything together. I sent it to her, and she was like, continue whatever you're doing. But it's hard, you know. It's always gonna look different on TV. So you never know what like the lighting and stuff like that. So we had to put a little bit more darker shades when it came to the finals. And yeah, I don't know if that's a question, but
no, that's brilliant. And so when obviously she was in Liverpool for the event, so when did you have to finish the nails, size the nails for her and send them to her? How did that work?
So she I mean, she has a busy schedule. She goes on like the promotion tour before the Eurovision. So she was like, I like the nails as there are. You can do whatever. You have like 3 weeks to finish them. And I was like, okay, I think I can make it. I mean, I obviously had like other clients. So I used my time well, I guess. I was a little stressed at one point, but so she had 5 sets, like the rehearsals, the general rehearsals, and for the 2 shows. And if something happens, you always want like a backup set.
Yeah, absolutely. And how long did they take for you to do them? Did you, in terms of hours? So if you did them over 3 weeks, how many hours did they take?
I thought of this question before, and I have no idea. I was like in my own zone, but maybe I spent like 2 hours a day for, I would say, maybe a week. Maybe more. Like sometimes I was like, okay, I will sit here a full day talking to my friends on my phone while doing them. So yeah, I have no idea.
And how did you feel when you saw how heavily they were featured in her performance?
Obviously very excited. I mean, you can't see the small details on the nails on television, but I mean, they're a huge part of the performance. And I've seen like a lot of people doing a lot of videos where they put on like long, whatever it is, like pencils. And so it obviously has a big effect. I was excited, of course. I put a lot of work into them. So I was like, ooh, yes, they're showing off.
I think because this year seemed to be the first year when nails really made a statement as part of so many of the performers' looks and outfits. I mean, were there any standout looks for you that you loved?
I saw Finland's nails, the green one.
The lime green, yeah.
Who else? France? What's her name?
I can't remember her name. They were sort of red,
Yeah,
almost stilettos, weren't they? I think.
yeah. I mean, I watched the turquoise carpet, the event before the competition, and also brunette from Armenia, maybe.
Oh, oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
had her mom made like jewelry, and I was like, ooh, that's interesting. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. I mean, it was so nice that nails have been so much more included as part of an overall look. And I think we've only started seeing that in the last sort of 5 years or so. And to see your nails in particular so visible and so present at the event, it was really nice for just our industry really to have that kind of recognition. And every promo photo Loreen is on, she's like this, and
Yes.
her nails are so prominent, so that must make you so proud.
Yes, and I hope for next year, like more nail artists can create for more artists.
Absolutely. And well, because of Loreen's win, it's going to be held in Sweden next year, the Eurovision Song Contest. So I mean, are you hoping to be a part of that?
Of course, I will make myself part of it.
A good plan. I
Yeah.
like that answer. I like that answer. I mean, you said you're a dancer as well, so, and you're an artist, I can see on your Instagram profile. So you have all of these roles. How do you manage your time?
I mean, I don't work professionally as a dancer. I wouldn't say I'm not, but this takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
But which I like. I'm so like, I really dived into this. I only started 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, but whatever comes up, I want to, like in my life right now, I want to meet new people.
Yeah.
So, Eurovision, Melodifestivalen was like perfectly for me. So I could be like, oh, okay, let's go back to this production and say hello to everyone. And so I'm trying to jump like in between everything. Obviously, time management, I'm focusing more on this right now because also it makes great money. Because dance, the industry is quite hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I would say I manage. I have a lot of free time, I guess I would say. Yeah.
Well, I imagine you're going to be quite inundated with offers after everyone's seen those amazing nails. But just going back to nails, because we've had a couple of questions on them. Obviously, you mentioned that you hammered, was it quartz?
Mm-hmm.
You said to create the kind of crystallized effect. But can you talk us through the enhancements? Were they nail tips? And what kind of shades and brands do you tend to use?
I bought like 10 XL long tips,
Mm-hmm.
or no, press-ons.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I cut them. They were not like this long. They were actually like this long. Mm-hmm. And then I used the carving gel that is really popular right now. I used a lot of chrome to get more like structures and depth, because you want it to show on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I also use like nail crystals, like dark ones. I hid them in there. I will post later like a close-up of these nails so everyone can see them, because like now it's like what's there. I also used a lot of like jelly colors. What do you call them? Like transparent colors?
Yeah, like jelly nails. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah,
that consistency. Yeah, transparent.
But like I used different brands. I have bought like a lot of colors, so I just like put everything in there. I did 5 sets for Eurovision, and every set has like a different color. There's one set that is more purple. I don't know if she used it. One is more green. One is more like beige, brown. So every set has a different shade. It's not going to read on TV, but in real life, they do.
And what instructions did you have to give Loreen to apply them and take them off before Eurovision?
So they didn't ask for anything. They wanted like 5 sets, and they were gonna take care of them themselves. And I was like, hope they do it well. And so, well, she was kind of used to it after Melodifestivalen. So yeah.
And what's happening to the nails now? Where are they? Where are they going to be?
I have no idea. On the finals in Sweden, I actually cut them off and destroyed them. And she was like, no, just cut them off. I'm like, we have no time, so chop chop. I have a bag where they still are. Here, I'll show you guys this little bag with the actual nails she used. Here's a crystal that fell off. Yeah, so I think they have 2 sets still intact from Eurovision. She might use it for other performances. I don't know yet.
Because is she back in Sweden now, or is she still?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to her. I've talked to other members of the team, but I have no idea actually.
Because you wouldn't have seen this from where you are, but our commentator was commenting on the nails every time there was a Zoom shot, and they said that, you know, Mel Giedroyc was her name, and she was commenting, oh, look at the nails on Sweden's winner. And I think just because she had her hands on her face so much as well, they were fantastic. But someone's saying that those nails would probably end up in a museum as Eurovision winner nails. Now that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Maya, I know her.
Oh, wicked. Well, you've got lots of fans on this, and I mean, was this one of your career highlights in the nail industry? Because you haven't been doing it for long, have you? Is this a highlight?
Yeah, this is probably the biggest thing in my career.
Amazing.
But overall.
And what have you heard from many of your clients, your family, your friends? What have they thought?
They're all congratulating, and it's really nice. I wasn't expecting it, as I said before, but so I'm trying to ride this wave, but it's weird. I need some time to manage it. I'm like, what is happening?
What happened in the last 48 hours? But obviously you've done Loreen's nails. Is there anyone else that you would love to do the nails of?
At this point, like anyone, maybe like Lady Gaga. I don't know. Or like I'm into K-pop as well, and they are very like forward with their style, and so like whatever can, I don't know, just like I don't know how to speak English anymore. Also,
see what presents itself to you. See what celebrities now be sort of carrying up your phone and wanting your services.
I'm going to Korea and Japan for 1 month now. I'm taking a vacay. Yeah. So if any of you out there needs nails in Korea, let me know.
There we go. Love the plug. Love that plug. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for joining us and telling us all about the nail work today.
Thank you.
It's huge congratulations on you know, pushing forward the nail industry and getting us noticed that little bit more on Eurovision. The work was amazing, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, congratulations, and everyone go and follow Danielle, Nails by Frikiki. You'll see her there, and you can see a close-up of the nails. I think you've got a video on one of your posts as well, haven't you, of the nails?
Post a reel on how I made them, so stay tuned for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Danielle. Take care and keep in touch.
Bye.